Hello! Welcome back to Genshin Impact. We're gonna read some shit. Absolute shit. Oh yeah. I still haven't finished collecting Tokiali tales. That thing's a pain in the arse, I gotta say. But, seems like my business is kinda up, so gonna spend that real quick. Did I do this? Yeah, I did. Okay, what should I spend it on? I need more ton of books. There's gold. I don't need gold. Shackles? I probably need shackles. Who needs shackles again? Sakura. I need some things. This thing needs shackles. Well, it's not exactly the most important thing in the world. So, suppose I can skip on that and I can go for something a bit more special. Like, artifacts. Yeah. Artifacts. What type of artifact? I guess this one. Oh, I'm so stupid. I should have done a ley line. That's right, because there's ley line overflow. Oh well. You got them bastards over there. What are they doing? Okay, let's be Jean. Oh, I'm gonna pick the healer, so guess we pick Yanfei. Time to eat. It's time to eat. I'm using the weights. What? Why did I just get hit by? How the fuck did I just straight up die? That's so weird.
行くぞ。
Did I even get hit?
急ごう。
Got my ultimate. Nice. Not really. Oh. I don't even know why I'm still doing that. I already claimed my other two. As complete useless garbo. I only wanted the 10 and 20, so the rest is just noise. Uselessness. Alright. Yeah, this ley line sometimes spawns geo slimes. So you can imagine now why I'm not using my geo team. Because oh my god, and that is not fun. Unless I have a geo character to physical damage, like shit ton of physical damage. I mean, Noel's a good choice, but well, Noel's ain't leveled up.
捕まえた。や、糸よ、工作せよ。せい、ほっ。と、や。せい。
を持って償う。
痛がっちゃいないの。命ずる。はっはっはっ。失礼。
One more. It's always worth doing
急がなくてもいいのよ。
I don't know what the hell is this thing's called,
感想の極意
experience? Yeah, experience. Look at that fat boy for tweak.
いでよ。あ、雪を前へ。えっよ。
Let me reset. This was just sitting there, frog. Explode!
捕まらないぞ
魂よ。痛がっちゃいないの。踊りなさい。それ。やっ。やっ。
Get wet!
捕まらないぞや
命ずる。雪を前へ。
よ
魂よ。
Maybe I should net some frogs. You know, they're just walking up to me. Might as well, you know. I wonder, do I even have any frogs in my teapot? Filter with outdoor creature, I suppose. Doesn't seem like I have any frogs, so I guess I should go for frogs. Trying to make my own zoo, man. I do have these cranes, but that's just zero cranes. I want the ones from Inaduma. Oh, this thing is done. I don't have to equip it anymore. Let's put on the net. Right, here's the motherfucking frog. Wait, where'd it go? Shit. It shut it anyway. Want to cancel it. Hello, frog. Oh. I was thinking, it's like, wait a minute, I already have a crab. I'm after frogs. Ah, frogs, you see there? Frogs. Can't get both. No, cannot. Zoo Tycoon. Got myself a mud frog. I want a bullfrog. Dang it. On green. Frogs are usually associated with greens. Yellows are more like toads. I was about to say turds, but you know. I mean, sorta. Come on, where them bullfrogs at? There you are. No bitch. Oh, it's just a normal frog. What's even here? Oh, okay. Might as well go and create, I guess. And then we'll go back to our teapot. I'll leave the commissions up for a later perusal. You know, after I finish reading shit. Oh, Tipsy! Oh, Jiggy. He's doing his dance. Oh, that's that. Don't need it more. You just go over here and get some more nets. Hey, you have to buy it. And that's limited per day. Can you craft this? Anyway, to the teapot. Yeah, let's talk to Kujasara for a bit. She apparently has something for me. Oh, stuff's all grown. Here she is at her encampment.
この拠点は一見適当な配置に見えるが、よく考えてみると実に奥が深い。私もこの中から大きな着想を得た。お前は無意識にやったのか？それとも兵学を深く研究したことがあるのか？いずれにしても軍の慣例としてこれほど卓越した者には報酬を与えるべきだな。
With what? Oh. But yeah, just trying to make some more sets. Alright, what was I got? Let's take all these. Green chilies. All the chilies. Yeah, get all the silk flowers and what else? Nightingales. I mean, violet grass. Snapdragons and color lilies. Alright. Equip the seed box. So I'm prepared next time, and that's cool. Maybe I should make like an outdoor library. I don't think there's the appropriate stuff in there, but you know, whatever. Hey, Sarah, what do you want?
また会ったな。ここは悪くない場所だ。
Indeed.
ああ、おはよう。先ほど素引きの練習を5回終わらせたところだ。だがお前が体を動かしたいというのなら、もう5回付き合ってやってもいい。
I mean, like, pump the bow? Hey, Amber.
ここにいたん って嬉しいよ。
Anything you'd like to do?
一緒に晩ご飯が食べたい。
Oh,
た
sticky
と
honey
え普
roast.
通の食事でもお店と家では感じ方が全然違うから。お店は便利だし味も保証されてるけど、家には家ならではのそこでしか味わえない独特な温かさがあるでしょ。
Alright, let's do it.
本当に
You can cook.
私がお肉を焼くね。でも偵察騎士ステーキは何度も食べてきたから新鮮味がないよね。
No, I have not. I had to
どう
learn.
せなら料理も高みを目指さなきゃ。
Oh,
思
madam,
い切
sweet
って
madam.
人参とお肉のハニーソテーに挑戦してみよう。でも
Sticky honey roast.
あんたの厨房の屋根を黒くしちゃったら。
Don't worry, I can help with the cooking.
本当に私に優しくしてくれるよね。絶対に一番美味しいのを作ってみせるから、何百回失敗しても諦めないよ。なんだかワクワクしてきたね。
Yep. Here's my kitchen. Go right ahead, Amber. Hey, Paimon. Anyway, let's read some stuff. Oh wait. Chiba. What's this? Oh yes, the zoo. Capture wild animals. All's well that ends well. Old time's sake. I don't quite remember which one that one was. Bouncing blobby slimes. Yeah, I've been doing that. Summer Fantasia preview page. Daily chicken feature. Oh, Barbara. It's Barbara's birthday today. Is it today? No, it was 2 days ago. Oh, no, not 2 days ago. Yesterday. Have you ever hit a plateau? Recently, I often feel like I can't improve anymore. I don't think I'm making progress at all. Whether it's my work at the church or songs I practice every day, though I can still help people around me. I understand I can't be like this anymore and I have to improve. I went to my sister for her advice, and she said what she has done so far is to persevere. Don't be in a hurry to grow. Growth is a kind of accumulation. Stick to what you have been doing and the rest will follow. I believe in what my sister said, so I would like to share this secret tip with you, traveler. May your journey be accompanied by songs and happiness. What? Really? She didn't ask to hang out together? Where's this bullshit? I could do the slimes. Yeah, sure not. Let me just do this. There you go. I didn't do my commissions. I'll grab the rest later. Ooh. Bam. I woke him up. Oh, he's so happy. Hydro Slime's so happy. Alright, let's begin. Perfect landing. Challenge now. Dendro Slime. For tiny stones, perhaps a Dendro Slime with its own crosshair can help. Own crosshair? Does it shoot the stone? But yeah, it's just a hopscotch, whatever the fuck. Not entirely sure what that Dendro Slime's supposed to be doing, but yeah, whatever. Oh. I can't fuck up on the ones that aren't moving, my god. Why is it green? Hey, gold. Okay, done. The rest you just keep going over and over and over. Do you get the amount of points you need? Well, yeah. Accumulate these points and then you can get shit like Primo Gems. Nice. And you just keep going. So I'm gonna keep going in my own time. That's just to show you a little bit of it. And what the fuck is a Dendro Slime supposed to do? Oh, it's hidden. Infinite bouncing. What the hell is this? Recommended with a Hydro Slime. Oh, that's recommending it, I suppose. So this one is like, see how high you can go, see how much you can go. I think just don't fall or something. Well, my Hydro Slime's wet. I think that's wet. Are they all wet? Don't worry, Hydro Slime, you're always wet. So it doesn't matter. Ooh, 30. Well, that's fine. I see enough. So I was considering bringing the Electro Slime. Right in the middle. Oh shit. That almost fucked me up. Oh yeah. I don't know what it means when these rocks crack, but it can't be good. Oh shit. Oh. Yeah, we're playing this game now. We're not playing Genshin anymore. Endless mode was a mistake. My god, this is gonna take forever. How much further should I continue? I don't know. Alright, we're done. We're done. Actually... Continue challenge. Even after it's over. Ah, 40, ah. Well, yeah. When I can be more bothered, I guess. I'll go back. But I cannot be bothered, no. Oh, you know what's in my mail, so, there's no point checking that. Let's go to archive. Wait, not archive. Something in my inventory. A book. Lin Ling's Anthology of Selected Poetry. Collection of poetry that Lin Ling published at her own expense. It is her first publication, and she is very proud of it. Yeah, but, would we be proud of it? I mean, she can't even count past 20. Read. Kitty. Cats are good, cats are great. Cats love to meow and scratch their heads. From the two bright eyes they used to see hateful pests. Hateful pests can never flee. Manager Xiao, the shipyard overseer, goes for a doze. He sleeps so great with a great big snore. From afar you'd think the Geolord had stomach woes, but up close he sounds like a large wild boar. Ocean gazing. As I feast my eyes upon the sea, to azure water my heart is drawn. The oars of yon ships appear unto me like the many limbs of a gigantic prawn. Drawn prawn? Oh yeah. Ocean gazing yet again. Day after day I gaze, day after day. I gaze and I gaze, till my eyes are weary and my heart is numb. Year upon year I write and recite, but I am to my poems an audience of one. Time after time, ships will set sail like brave little river fish bound for the sea. Sooner or later, the tides they will turn and drown out the ones who dismiss poetry. The streets by night. A delightful sight is the starlight light from the lamps on the street with the myriad eats. But alas, no respite from that poor little tyke named Chang Chang, whose weeping is hardly discreet. Chang Chang's been crying? Oh God, I don't even know who that is. Or do I? Mount Tianheng. Tianheng is big. Tianheng is tall. Tianheng is huge, like a great city wall. Too strong for monsters, bandits and all. What a great big huge tall strong city wall. What the hell are these poetry? Spring by the harbor, a silken flora that blossom in spring. Its flowers seem woven of some thread within. It feels like it's silk, but it has a faint smell. Could it be both silk and a flower as well? Sounds like a riddle instead. Riddle me this. An ode to chop suey. My Zhongyuan chop suey is going to waste. There's far more salt in here than I care to taste. Just one mouthful in and I'm gasping for breath. Why is this so salty? I gently protest. That's just how we make it, declares Su Ernyang. For the few that can't take it, there's plenty who can. This sounds like something like Venti would sing. Oh my God, she's taking Venti's job. You know, stick to your boats, Lin Ling. Anyway, let's go to the archive. What should we look at? Books are kind of done. Toki Alley Tale's gonna take a bit more. Materials are quite long. Travel log. Ah yes, this. I keep forgetting. Geography. Did I do this? Yes, indeed I did. Here's done. Inazuma's done. Tutorials, no. Living beings, maybe. Alright, let's look at Pyro Slime. A small monster created by the sedimentation of pyro dispersed throughout nature. Its intelligence is very basic, but its uses are just as broad. Well, for helitrials, that is. Only helitrials use slimes? Surely some other nation must use slimes. I mean, they're like a unlimited energy source. One would think. You know, I guess until they die. Large pyro slime. A monster created by the sedimentation of pyro dispersed throughout nature. Though its intelligence was not very increased with its size, it is very hot. During dry seasons, it can cause wildfires. It will spit forth blazing fireballs when angered, and will turn dark when it is feeling down. Most expressive slime indeed. Ah, so that's when it's feeling down? I thought that's when... well, I just, turn off its flames. But it's actually feeling sad when, when I hit it with a hydro. Oh my god. A small monster created by the sedimentation of hydro dispersed throughout nature. Legend has it that some people would use hydro slimes as an emergency water source, packing them in preparation for travels through dry regions or deep domains. But due to the high concentration of hydro within these slimes, direct ingestion is in fact harmful to the human body. Yeah, that's right, damn Fatui, they brought it down to the chasm in a bucket. You remember that bucket slime? God damn it. Large hydro slime, a monster created by the sedimentation of hydro dispersed throughout nature. A larger and more powerful hydro slime that can create bubbles to entrap its enemies. It is said that they can grow to truly staggering sizes if given an energy-rich environment. Eyewitnesses have supposedly seen hydro slimes as large as a small mound in Wolvendom. Ah yes. And we saw that slime in Razor's story quest. Yeah. His character quest. Anemo slime, a small monster created by the coalescing of anime dispersed throughout nature, is able to float in the air to a certain degree due to the power of anemo. Owing to being comprised of a greater concentration of anemo, their flotation abilities are stronger than that of the anemo slimes. The hilichurls living out in the wilds have made use of these special characteristic, creating special vehicles that use large anemo slimes as a form of locomotion to transport goods from unknown sources. Yeah, and the dummies we are would just use normal balloons. Electro slime, a small monster created by the coalescing of electro dispersed throughout nature. Going to analyses, the jumping of electro slimes reflects the electric potential difference in the ground. In areas brimming over with electro, the unusual movements can be observed and used to avoid danger. To use them like a... I don't know, like some sort of meter to see if the place is completely electrified or something, or high magnetic field or whatever. Due to the abundant electro within its form, it will deliver an electric shock to its surroundings. From time to time, at present, some have attempted to harness this energy to aid in production activities. Perhaps some new science will be born from this. Yes, that's what you should be doing with the electro slimes. Mutant electro slime. What is this? This thing, I'm curious. A monster created by the coalescing of electro dispersed throughout nature. Oh, still the same way. Electro slimes can undergo mutations to become bright yellow. Due to the abundant electro within its form, it will deliver an electric shock to its surroundings from time to time, and it can even cause nearby electro slimes to release electric arcs. This arc lightning will not bounce between purple electro slimes, which shows that electro slimes have two different polarities. One wonders if some great new science could emerge from the study of such phenomena. Yeah, Sumeru. You better get on that, Sumeru. I was saying, I've said it before, Sumeru are the theorists and Fontaine are the field testers, I guess. And those Sumeru scholars have field tested like Pacino Spike. Dangerous slimes. A slime that has undergone ecological changes due to abundant dendro in its environment. It has also taken on the weaknesses of the dendron element and will burn intensely the moment it meets a bright flame. Large dendro slime. A slime that has undergone ecological changes due to its abundant dendro in its environment. There's some who see it as something similar to the whopper flowers, hiding its true form to trick and hunt its prey, and some regard it as a slime that has been parasitized by some special plant. From this point of view, might some cultures also see these slimes as having some special medicinal value? Well, like Leo? Or Sumeru? Probably Sumeru. Cryo slime, a small monster created through the coagulation of cryo in the natural environment. Competitors once spread malicious rumors that the Dawn Winery used cryo slimes to control the temperature of their wine cellar and preserve the quality of their alcohol. Well, do they? They do have a lot of cryo slimes when you do some of the commissions. I mean, it's not a bad thing that they use cryo slimes. Large cryo slime, a monster created through the coagulation of cryo in the natural environment. These slimes can use the abundant cryo energies within themselves to freeze the moisture in the atmosphere and form a protective shell around them. Cells. They can also utilize a similar principle to freeze the water around them. On some level, this can be considered to be the freest species of slime. Freest? As it can cross oceans and seas with ease. Oh. Guess they're kind of like the most powerful then. Geo slime. Small monsters created through the buildup of geo within the earth. Generally speaking, the crust of the earth is filled with geo energy. Geo slimes that are formed this way have a similarly down-to-earth sort of feeling. Wait, the crust of the earth? Oh wait, it's not capital E. It's little e. But why wouldn't it say the crust of Teyvat? Anyway, large geo slime. Monsters created through the buildup of geo energy within the earth. They can harden the energy within their bodies into a carapace of stone that protects them and prevents damage. The legend of a golden geo slime king once circulated among their treasure hoarders. They believed that since gemstones and ores have geo energy in them, geo slimes which also contain geo energy may also be a type of gemstone or ore. Intermolesting. That is indeed possible. Imagine you find a world boss, maybe like a weekly boss, and it's a giant slime. Geo slime, and it's... I don't know. Maybe someday we can find the golden Geo Slime King. Oh yeah, gotta see more of these. The Eye of the Storm. You don't see many of these, which is a shame. A corporeal form of extremely high quality animal energies. The formation of an Eye of the Storm indicates that the elemental ley lines of a region are blocked. Oh, does it now? Which has led to siltation. Its reckless, heedless wielding of storms that all but sweeps people off their feet may be due to its nature as a symbol of the world stricken by malaise. World stricken by malaise. Pyrohypostasis, codename Ayin, a high purity pyro entity. According to researchers, elemental hypostases are related to anomalies in local elemental veins. The whether is the existence of elemental hypostases that have affected Elemental veins or the mutated elemental energy that created elemental hypostases remains to be confirmed. Chicken or the egg scenario. Which came first? Hydrohypostasis. Codename He. A high purity hydro entity. Hypostases have strong rejection properties and will mercilessly expel any that test them. Its rejection behavior even extends to natural elements. Does it attack the environment around them or something? Animal hypostasis. Codename Beth. A high purity animal entity. Elemental hypostases are life forms which have completely abandoned their former appearance and biological structure, making them able to reach the highest level of elemental purity. Research into hypostases is mainly led by scholars of Sumeru academia, but due to the level of danger that they pose, a little of substance is known about hypostases beyond their scientific name and codename. Well, I destroy a lot of them so they can enlist my help, I guess. For some reason they're cubes with diamonds in between, and a lot of swirly swirls on the outside. Wonder if it means anything. It must mean something. Electrohypostasis. Codename Aleph, a high purity electro entity. Elemental hypostases are the highest forms of elemental structures, usually formed either at a location bursting with elemental energy or a clogged ley line. Oh, I see. Elemental hypostases have developed various attacks based on their elemental attributes. Just giving me tiny ass tidbits of information, huh? Not all at once, huh? Cryohypostasis. Codename Deleth, a high purity cryo entity. Research suggests that there are subtle differences between elemental hypostases and other elemental life forms in terms of their physical composition. Perhaps these differences can account for their high level of homeostasis and their almost mechanical movements. Or maybe they are created. Maybe they are mechanical. Geohypostases. Codename Gimmel, a high purity geo entity. Elemental hypostases are ultra compact structures with a high mass. Concentrated elemental energy holds a solid shell around the core of the hypostases, leaving only the core reactive to elemental stimuli. Wonder if you can capture them. Capture and nullify their abilities and then use them as pretty much batteries. Now you can use a geohypostasis as like a construction type of construct. They can build like houses for you. Pyro one can heat up reactors. React with water. Hydro can react with pyro, make vaporize, and then make steam. Steampunk era, man, shit. Animo can use that to fly, motherfucker. Use it as an actual engine in an aircraft. Electro, oh my god, so many applications. So many. I just can't tell you how many. You can, I don't know, power up TV, power up monitor, power up Genshin. My god. Cryo, making free shit. I can keep stuff cool. Yeah. Well, moving on. Oceanid. Alright. Let's see what you've got. The life form created from the condensed hydro elements of incredible purity, often attached to bodies of water. Wonder if you put a whole bunch of hypostases together, would they form an oceanid? It is said that as water bodies become purer, the hydro elements within grow more abundant, causing the oceanids to grow more powerful. It is also said by some that oceanids were once sea creatures from a home far away who carried the fragments of a long dead god to the many corners of this world. Perhaps they did this so that the love their god held for this world could be spread through the waters to all the land. Or they could be assassins from Fontaine, spies. I don't know. Maybe some are spies from Fontaine, not all of them, I guess. Because I don't think Fontaine holds that much power over all oceanids. But, you never know. Thunder manifestation. An abnormal electro-elemental lifeform. Although it might appear similar to an oceanid, it does not possess her intelligence or memories. That which drives the thunder manifestation is a much more primal fury. It is said that these lifeforms will only descend like lightning upon places that play host to a great lingering resentment, such as the fragmented Amukamu Peak, or the storm clouds ever royal. As long as the grudges of the land do not fade, so will the roaring thunder persist. Yep, killed that burb. What's his name? I don't remember. Pyro Spectre, bastards. Monster born from highly concentrated pyro elements that can float in the air. Yeah, the fact they fucking float in the air, a piece of shit. There was once an academia student who conducted research into their behavior. He believed that specters were a form of crystal fly. What? Since they both had powers of flight, and both were birthed in areas saturated with elemental energy. He has not graduated yet. What, did he fail? If anything, they look kind of like slimes with the ability to fly. Yes. They seem to have something on top of them, like a kind of plant. I don't know what the hell that is. Well, they kind of resemble them, like a fruit. Some sort of weird-ass fruit. Oh. Hydro Spectre. A monster birthed from a high concentration of hydro that can float in the air. On moonlit nights, hydro specters will give off a ghostly glow as they float by the riverbank. Their furtive forms are often mistaken by passers-by for wandering spirits, which has made them mainstays in quite a few folktales. Oh, and they're dripping water out of their butts, one may assume. Actually, that might be their mouths. Oh, I don't see their butts. It might be and the dogs from Borderlands. Their butt and mouth. It's disgusting, but still. Well, seems like that's the case. Oh, you see these? These they have little crystals beneath them. This one has a little flower beneath it. Animal Spectre. A monster birthed from a high concentration of animal that can float in the air. As reason might dictate, monsters made from coalesced animal already come equipped with the ability to float. As such, their petal-like wings are most likely to be a mimetic organ first and foremost. What are they trying to copy? Just the other floating specters? Electrospectre. Monster born from the highly concentrated electro elements that can float in the air. Certain researchers once studied these creatures. They believed that they must be hypostases of some kind. After all, they both had elemental peculiarities and were birthed from areas saturated with elemental energy, right? By the way, he was later investigated for academic corruption. How is this anything like a hypostasis? Oh, they have a little thunderbolt at the bottom of them. I wonder if these are, physical, like crystals and shit. Well, they work great as light bulbs, I gotta say. Oh, these are very spiky. It's the Cryo Spectre. Monster born from highly concentrated cryo elements that can float in the air. A certain alchemist once studied these beings, speculating that they might be a kind of slime or the traveler? As none of the above needed a vision to use elements, he was reprimanded by his teacher. Yeah, the most similar to slimes, but, the traveler. What? Geospectre. Oh, a bit dull, but they do have a crystal at the butt. Mouth. Monster birth from a high concentration of geo that can float in the air. Geospectres mimic the fruit of certain plants when their wings are closed together. As such, they are held by some ancient tales to be the fruit of a giant tree in the sky, and are regarded as having mysterious medicinal value. Well, yeah, I'd say they look like fruits. You can take a look at their petals. Very peculiar. They're like elemental fruit, I guess. Imagine if a giant whopper flower birthed these. My god. Okay, hilichurls. We have the normal hilichurl. Actually, if you look more closely, he's kind of buff. The primitive wandering inhabitants of Tevat's wilderness. Says, they look very similar to humanity but seem to have lost both their intellect and spirituality. Their presence on the continent has been recorded for over 1,000 years, and yet they have neither... Wait. Their presence on the continent has been recorded for over 1,000 years. What? Wait a minute. And yet they have neither history nor civilization. Since the pitch-black calamity from 500 years ago, they have begun to spread in large numbers across the land. They are not very strong, and they lack organization, but they nonetheless bring sizable trouble to humans every once in a while. So, I am guessing from that, recorded for over 1,000 years, means that hilichurls are not exclusively Khaenri'ah. It means that Khaenri'ahs became hilichurls, but hilichurls already existed. So hilichurls must have been like a culmination of many races, many civilizations that maybe the gods have destroyed. Or, since the gods arrived, I don't know. Possibly, because there are ruins that are not even Khaenri'ah, and they might even be older than Khaenri'ah. Say, those humans get turned into hilichurls. Yes. Now well, this is hilichurl fighter. The primitive wandering inhabitants of Tevat's wildernesses. Ill-tempered warriors for their tribes. They are simple-minded believers in the power of brute force. If their muscles grow strong enough and their strength great enough, then one day they too shall raise up a great shield and become a miniature. Or will they? Yeah, why do they feed those miniatures? My god. The primitive wandering inhabitants of the Tevat's wilderness. These hilichurls wield flaming clubs. These are hilichurl berserker. Well, I suppose they're kind of berserkish. It would have been great if they held 2 flaming clubs and charged with reckless abandon to chasing intruding adventurers off. Most wildfires in the grasslands or forests are not actually caused by a certain special night, but due to the actions of these villagers. Well, at least Klee has been absolved of some of this rumor. I mean, yeah. Oh, it's on fire. A wooden shield Hilichurl guard. The primitive wandering inhabitants of Tevat's wildernesses. Hilichurl warriors who have wooden shields. These shields are not only sturdy defensive tools, but also treasured items within the tribe. According to many reports, Hilichurls will often charge at travelers making camp to cook and will snatch their pot lids. Will often charge at travelers making camp to cook, and will snatch their pot lids after chasing them away. Their pot lids are made out of wood? What? Well, anyway. Yeah, so that's where they get the shields from. They're taking travelers' pot lids. Why don't they just take the actual pot itself? Well, I shield Hilichurl guard. Hilichurls display a strong sense of adaptability to their surroundings. In icy environments, they come up with ways and means to fashion this hard ice into shields to protect themselves. That's actually impressive. If you want to look at a club, good thing. Very nice. Rock Shield Hilichurl Guard. They're hardy Hilichurls who have congregated in a region where geo-energies are abundant. Their impregnable shields have layers of rocky growths on them. Indubitably. Hilichurl Shooter. How they even managed to create crossbows? By God. The primitive wandering inhabitants of Tevat's wildernesses. Hilichurl archers who shoot simple crossbows. Hilichurls do not, in truth, possess the craftsmanship needed to build crossbows. Indeed, so where they get it from. As such, it is commonly believed that there is an organization that controls the Hilichurls from behind the scenes and furnishes them with equipment and material supplies. The mismatches that often accompany these Hilichurls are especially suspicious. Ah, I see. So the Abyss mages made crossbows for them. Well, apparently gave them enough intelligence to actually operate it as well. So, you know. Pretty interesting. Intermolesting. Pyro Hilichurl Shooter. The primitive wandering these archers wield simple crossbows, and the arrowheads are coated with a thin layer of flammable material that can set their targets on fire. Al Musk of the previous generation believed that this is an innovation by brighter Hilichurls who wish to cook their game after hunting it. Why is it being shot by a berserk Hilichurl? Is it meant to be their ears? I thought that was meant to be like horns or something, but I think that's their ears. The shit that's sticking up. Electro Hilichurl Shooter. The primitive, these archers wield simple crossbows and their arrowheads are crafted into carved electric crystals that will deliver an electric shock upon impact. They say that Hilichurl archers of exceptional skill can fire 5 crossbow bolts at once. Most impressive feat indeed. That is very fucking impressive. Wonder if there's like a giant Hilichurl. That's also a shooter. My God. Its crossbow would be like an actual ballista. My god. No, destroy, no, wreck us. Oh, I never noticed that this was must look like. Try a helichurl shooter. These archers wield simple crossbows and unmelting ice shrouds their arrowhead. It is said that wounds caused by these arrowheads heal very slowly, as the cold will slow the circulation of blood. Well, at least you won't bleed out. Helichurl Grenadier. The primitive, these sneaky fellows are skilled in the use of pyro slimes, using them as weapons to attack intruders. Skilled grenadiers may be able to destroy 4 wooden dummies in a single throw. Oh. But why won't the pyro slimes explode on them? It's a bit strange. So they grab it like that? Electro Helichurl Grenadier. Electro slimes don't seem to have as many applications as pyro slimes or anime slimes in the benighted lives of the Helichurls. Perhaps one day they may discover the flow of elements between electro slime and mutant electro slime and make some great progress. The flow of elements. Oh, don't tell me the Helichurls will be the ones that will innovate in the department of slime technology. They'll become great scientists. Try a Helichurl Grenadier. The primitive. Keep reading that part. Helichurls have discovered the use of cryo slimes in effectively keeping food fresh. Very good, but won't they eat the food? Helichurls have surprising amounts of wisdom in the practical use of slimes, whether it be the use of pyro and cryo slimes to make exploding barrels or the use of anime slimes in vehicles. Perhaps this is their way of adapting to their hard lot in life. Indeed. Is he using that to cool off his crotch? Let's see. Unusual Helichurl. Homo. Mimidomo. Homo. Oh my god, it is the Homo. I don't know what Mimidomo means. But that is a Homo. Homo-chan. He's wearing a little slime on his head. It's way. Wooden shield wall miniature. A muscular Helichurl who has been forged in countless fights. They know how to use dendro slimes to create tough shields, which they wield in combat. With their powerful muscles, glossy fur, and sturdy, reliable silhouettes, they help the Helichurls withstand the pitiless assaults of adventurers, and they hold a rather exalted rank amongst the tribes. I mean, look how big he is. He's a big boy. Of course he would. Also, I seem to have lost a finger. Because if you look at the other Helichurls, even this one, has 4 fingers. A thumb. See? 4 fingers and a thumb. Let's look at this guy. 4 fingers and a thumb. Not clear enough? Here it is. 4 fingers and a thumb. See? Now this guy, 3 fingers and a thumb. He lost a finger. The toes are the same. If you can count them as toes, but you know. So the price of growing this large is to lose a finger. What is this, Assassin's Creed? But yeah, that's pretty interesting that I can actually use dendro slime to forge a shield. Wonder if that's how you use dendro. As a dendro characters, you can create weapons with them. My god. It actually sounds kind of awesome. Oh shit! Too used to fucking Honkai. Anyway. Rock Shield War Miniature. A muscular hilichurl that uses rock as a shield. Literally, it uses a rock. Fighting and eating meat are the two most important things to hilichurls, because those are what makes them grow stronger. Also, your vegetables. By God, Mihoyo, do the right thing. Tell people to eat their vegetables. Eat your greens and you grow strong like a miniature. Because those are what make them grow stronger. All young hilichurls dream of growing up to become a big and strong miniature, because that way they can eat more meat, fight more battles, and wield those almost impregnable giant rock shields. Yeah, but when you grow too big, you don't even need a rock shield. Although it's kind of recommended. Ice shield, miniature, ice shield war miniature. Muscular hilichurl that uses solid ice as a shield, wielding it in battle. Reason normally dictates that large creatures that see a lot of action should burn through a great number of calories to sustain themselves. As such, the present-day Elon Musk has proposed a miniature index. This index correlates the percentage of miniatures within the hilichurl population to the stability and success of hilichurl foraging activity. So if there's a lot of miniatures, that means that hilichurl is successful at gathering food and shit. Well, blazing axe miniature. Muscular hilichurls who wield large two-handed axes. Also, where the fuck did they get this type of weapon? Did they forge it themselves? Weird. Attacks with large strikes and will use pyro slimes to infuse their axes with pyro. They're very lethal. You're telling me? Usually repeatedly quenching a weapon the way a blazing axe miniature does will decrease the hardness of the metal and cause the axe head's edge to chip more easily. As such is the strength of the miniatures that even should the edge disappear altogether, they can still use their axes as hammers. It's still made out of fucking metal. Where'd they get it from? Are they actually forging their own shit? Oh, it can't be all the Abyss are giving them so much shit. They must be able to produce some of this by themselves. Crackling axe miniature. Muscular hilichurls who wield large two-handed axes. Attacks with large strikes and use electro slimes to infuse their axes with electro. Their blows are very lethal. Axes forged from steel are highly conductive material. The image of those tall and strong crackling axe miniatures holding their axes up to summon lightning is quite majestic to the hilichurls. Oh, they're literally Thor. Oh. Thunderhelm Lawlacho. A mysterious lord of hilichurls that strides among the thunderstorm. This huge hilichurl is referred to as Lawa by its brethren. Its giant body is so saturated with electro energy that elemental energy seeps through the cracks in its body in the form of electric crystal growths. Technically, would this even be considered a hilichurl? I think I'll consider it like more of a electro life form at this rate. I don't know, it's kind of like a combination of both, I guess. But yeah, it's kind of like a... I guess this is this Geo slime. It's crystallized. It's crystallized flesh. Frostarm Lawlacho. Mysterious Lord of Hilichurls who stalks the snow and fog. This huge hilichurl is referred to as a Lawa by its brethren. Its body, honed to the very limit, almost seems to blend into its cryo-filled environment, and its stoic nobility is like that of the frozen Northland rivers. Cool mask, gotta say. Did its ears get frozen? Is that meant to be its ears? Let's take a look at this one. And I guess its ears got crystallized or something. Unless they have no ears. Even these ones still have ears. Also, why are these normal hilichurls? What happened to the, this one? What happens if this one grows big? Or this one? Or this one? Oh, well, God forbid this one. Well, actually, that's Darway, so, and he's missing. Stonehide Lawlachurl. Look at this guy. Is he posing? Oh, yes. A mysterious lord of hilichurls that walks between 1,000 peaks. This huge hilichurl is referred to as the Lawa by its brethren. The abundant geo-energies in the environment have become part of their flesh, blood, and skin, which look as if they were chiseled out of mountain rock. How did that even happen? Did they eat Geo or something? They probably ate a bunch of Geo slimes or something. Hydrosamachurl. Is that multiple ears? Or are those just cosmetic horns? Probably cosmetic horns. Guess the blue things that are shooting out from the top of the mask are actually its ears. Bit strange. And let's look at the totem. Very strange as well. Don't know what it's actually made out of. It has 2 eyes, horns. Is that like a hilichurl skull? But it does have a little horn in the middle, like a unicorn. Have no clue. A wise and mumbling hilichurl, one that chants of the power of Hydro. Hilichurls especially gifted in commanding the elements, who often reach the zenith of their skill in their twilight years. What sort of life would lead to such simple creatures being able to summon water and rains? The shamans. Animal Samachurl. Is that its mouth? Or is that one of its eyes? See that? A wise and mumbling hilichurl, one that spreads the message of animal. Hilichurls are especially gifted in commanding the elements, who often reach the zenith of their skill in their twilight years. Their ability to command the flowing winds stems from dark, forgotten memories. From dark, forgotten memories. These buggers do not have visions. So how exactly are they able to do this? Unless they could always do it, like the Traveler. They could have all the humans could have done it, but the power was taken. And the visions are a way of delimiting the power. Who knows? Who knows? Electrosamachurl. A wise and mumbling hilichurl, one that prays to Electro. Hilichurls are especially gifted in commanding elements, who often reach the zenith of their skill in their twilight years. Since they possess such advanced skill in creating electricity and summoning thunder, you may as well use the crackling sound to compose an elegy. Yeah, you see, these guys have 4 fingers and a tongue. Also, they lose one toe. Well, how strange. So you gotta lose a toe to become a Samachurl. Okay. Lose a finger to become a Midachurl. And Lawlachurl, I don't know. Apparently you're gonna lose a finger and, I don't know, eat some slimes, I guess. Yeah, the totems are pretty different. Dendro, Summer Churl. Was a mumbling hilichurl one that awakens the might of Dendro. Hilichurls are especially gifted in commanding elements who often reach the zenith of their skill in the twilight years. Grudge stirs beneath that mask, and poison ivy sprouts as hateful whispers issues forth from it. Yes. I mean, maybe it's the totem that's pretty much the vision? Who knows? Cryo Samacho. Wise and mumbling Hilichurl, one that calls upon the bite of Cryo. Hilichurls are especially gifted in commanding the elements who often reach the zenith of their skill in the twilight years. These shamans remember the frosty chants and are often more skilled in the art of using them to entrap their foes. Oh, I guess these win in the biggest skulls. My god. Is that meant to be a Lolachurl's skull? Or mask of a skull? Or skull of a mask? I don't know. Geo Samacho. Well, that doesn't even look like a skull at all. Now, why isn't mumbling Hilichurl one that listens to the strength of Geo? Hilichurls are especially gifted in commanding the elements, who often reach the zenith of their skill in the twilight years. To the persevering mountains, these old Hilichurls are but children, but their memories and experiences have guided them towards gaining power over rock and stone. Now you can learn from these guys how they command the elements. Pyro Abyss Mage. Best creatures who command the power of Pyro in battle. For unknown reasons, Abyss Mages are able to communicate with the Hilichurls, thus enabling them to manipulate their minds easily. They say that Abyss Mages utter a long-forgotten language from which they draw magical power. Conrian? Who knows? Hydro Abyss Mage. Best creatures that utilize hydro energy in battle. Stories circulate among adventurers that Abyss Mages are at the lowest rung of the Abyss Order's hierarchy, and that they roam the various lands to scheme fell deeds? You mean foul? God dang it, man, how you'll fix your shit of destruction. Though they also often make fun of these Abyss Mages, saying that the most harm they can do is to cause rheumatism or a common cold. Their power is not to be underestimated. Yeah. This guy can make bubbles. But hey, that's a nice staff it has. I defeat plenty of these, I've never seen such a staff before. This staff is, it's alright. That's good, this one, but God, look at that. Look at it. Oh, look at this. It's more cybernetic. More futuristic looking. Electro Abyss Mage. The creatures that can use Electro in battles. While studying at the Academia, researcher Alva Nicola once conducted a systematic study of the methods by which Electro Abyss Mages manipulate Electro, and came up with a theoretical weapon known as the Nikola Coil. The Tesla Coil. However, it has yet to be put into practice. Some say that his research materials were eaten during a fungal infestation. No, not the Tesla Coil again. Man, that thing will never be built. Or maybe it already has, and people are just hiding it away. Who knows? Who knows? Cryo Abyss Mage. Best creatures that call upon cryo in battle. Though they dabble with great power and can even create icicles by condensing and freezing water vapor in the atmosphere, their bodies are very vulnerable in and of themselves. Once their protective barrier has been broken, they are at your mercy. Again, cool staff. It's like a combination of all three. All these three. It has a futuristic look. It has the nice aesthetic, I guess. And it has the glowy. And you get this glowy futuristic nice aesthetic one. Now Abyss Herald Wicked Torrents. Servants of the Abyss Order that use Hydro in combat. These silent figures are the vanguard of the Abyss, brandishing tidal blades that can engulf everything in an instant. Crumpling armor and obliterating heretics, they shall bring preordained damnation upon the foolish masses. Very, big words. Oh, there you go. Not actually that strong, but you know. He's huge though. Why is he so tall? Ah, there's Enjo. Abyss Lector. Fathomless flames. Wielders of abyssal fire who pursue the meaning behind texts and scriptures. Is a member of the Abyss Order. The surface people have a slightly distorted understanding of what their name means, calling them lectors, when their name can also mean exegete. Reading the word of grace grants them great power. Right. Oh, it's a nice star, I suppose, but wonder how high their rank is. Generals? Who knows? Abyss Lector, Violet Lightning. This one has a smaller head than the rest. Wonder what's written in its book. Oh, it's a star. And a bunch of symbols. Oh yeah. Spell can go. The monster who serves the Abyss Order and commands lightning while singing the praises of the darkness. These are the evangelists and the scholars of the Abyss. Their violent lightning strikes and the hearts lightning strikes the hearts of unbelievers with dark wisdom, warped by the shadowy depths of an eternal night. Its violet glow proclaiming the existence of a great power that corrodes human intellect. Right. I better get going. Better get a move. I'm getting so damn tired. Rockfon Rifthound Whelp. A beast with monstrous blood that is capable of eroding the boundaries of the world. Gold classified them as Alpha Soul. Oh, gold, huh? They follow the encroaching abyss to devour the elements. Fortunately, there are few of them left now in this world. Fuck you, Gold or Ryan daughter, for making this fucking piece of shit. Damn wolves. Thundercraven Rifthound Whelp. A beast with monstrous blood that is capable of eroding the boundaries of the world. Gold classified them as Alpha Soul. In times long gone, when giant monstrous beasts descended, large swarms of these hounds would go before them to deliquesce the borders of the world and open the way. Oh my god. Swarms of them? Oh boy. No wonder the nations had trouble. Yeah, people say that Conria did nothing wrong. I kind of doubt it, seeing that they have this thing as their weapons, And they have fucking ruin guards, which they call field tillers. You know, you don't call, you know, a weapon field tiller if you know what it's tilling, which is humans. Just makes it sound like Conry is a bunch of warmongering lunatics. They were probably gonna rule the world or something, destroy all humanity. Well, not all humanity, but you know, all but them. Which, you know, I guess Conrians are the bad guys. But we don't know. Still speculating at this point. Rockfond Rift Hound. A beast with monstrous blood that is capable of eroding the boundaries of the world. They were created by gold. They do display certain biological behaviors, similar to those of real wolves. Perhaps they feel jealousy towards their next of kin, and dream of replacing them someday. Okay. A lot of replacements with gold creations. Thundercraven Rifthound. Beast with monstrous blood is capable of eroding the boundaries of the world. They were created by the gold. Once upon a time, they ran riot across the continent, but they went extinct for a time due to resistance and mass hunts. Recently, however, they have re-emerged. The pack of black wolves that now threaten Springvale and Wolvendom are such creatures. Wait a minute. Wait. It's these Rift Hounds? They were part of the fucking... Was that actually part of, Razor's Quest? Pack of black wolves who did not adhere to Andreas's will? Were these the ones? I mean, I'm pretty sure Andreas might have fought Rift Hounds before, and he would know what Rift Hounds are. But he actually said a pack of black wolves. I don't know. That means there's Rift Hounds in Mondstadt. Somewhere. Oh boy. Well, that's not good. Golden Wolf Lord. Hailing from a dark world, this ruler of black wolves has the power to call upon its followers, its hidden claws to dissolve space itself and forge a rift through which it may enter. The Wolf Lord has no name, for it was but one of Gold's unintentional creations. Unintentional, huh? That is precisely why it is obsessed with invading worlds that do not belong to it, and making a name for itself. It's just looking for a name. That said, the wolf pack is far from unintelligent. After suffering a defeat in its previous invasion, a deserted island where no human or protectors dwell has been selected for them to prepare for their lord's descent. So it's been trying to come back every time, but every time we fight him back and push him back to where he came from, which I don't know where he came from, so you know. Shadowy Husk, Standard Bearer, a pitch-dark soldier, once a proud warrior of an ancient underground nation. It has now lost any awareness of memory, but even so, he holds the banner of the royal house aloft into battle. Though it has forgotten its comrades or any royal blessing they might have been given, it will never lay this banner down. Is Conrian? Maybe. Shadowy Husk, Lion Bearer Breaker. A giant ass lance. A pitch dark soldier, once a proud warrior of an ancient underground nation. Underground nation. So does that mean Conriel was underground? He no longer has any intelligence, that it may still be called human. Yet the desire to destroy the foe and plunge into battle to defend others is etched into its empty suit of armor, even if no one remains to tell it where the enemy is or who or what exactly must be defended. A pitch-dark soldier, once a proud warrior of an ancient underground nation, is now nothing but a husk that only bears memories of battle. All shall decay in the end, and this is all that is left of the Black Serpent Knights, amidst the merciless march of their sins, curses, and time itself. Oh, there he is. Windcutter. Black Serpent Knight, Windcutter. A god of some standing in the court, sundering the foes of the nation's rulers using a sword art known as Truthseeker. The Twilight Sword was once one of their number. That realm's glory has been extinguished, never again to be reclaimed. What's his name? Halfdan. Yeah, it was Halfdan. But Halfdan was one of the soldiers. Lieutenant, I think. Fatui skirmisher, iron slinger bracer. The Fatui soldier who wields a flaming gun. Skirmisher weapons can control the elements to a certain extent, and their combat tactics utilize elemental reactions. Their ordnance and knowledge of squad-based combat thus constitute no small threat in battle. But how they get that pyro shield? Yeah. Also, why they wear like a whole face mask except for one eye? Now here it is, Fatui Skirmisher Hydro Gunner Legionnaire. Why are they so big? Why are they so chunky? A soldier encased within a Fatui war machine. Wait, soldier encased within the machine? Armed with equipment that can control the elements to a certain extent. Their guns are capable of firing jets of water. A water gun, huh? The skirmishers do not question if they shall live or die as they advance into nations far from home to complete advanced missions and lay the groundwork for operations to come. Oh, it's actually a clear tank of water. Well, I guess hydro. But still, they get the hydro shield. What's with that? Oh, anyway. Fatui Skirmisher, Animo Boxer Vanguard. This is some huge fisticuffs. Skirmisher armed with the ability to manipulate Animo and heal their comrades. Well, they don't really heal, but you know. They departed from their motherland and did so for its sake. They left their family, yet gained allies to stick through thick and thin with. Perhaps such thoughts are what get them through the unscrupulous work that their missions entail. Big ass gauntlets. Dang. They only have one eye. But yeah, I kinda like this. Looks kinda cool. Oh, this motherfucker. I hate this guy the most. Gotta have Cryer to deal with him. Fatui Skirmisher, Electro Hammer Vanguard. Sturdily built skirmisher armed with an electro-powered warhammer. As a Fatui soldier, one has access to more munificent? The fuck? Resources, salaries, armaments, and supplies. But at the same time, it also means much time away from home and family and putting one's life in the hands of comrades one has never met. Also, they use delusions, I think. So the hair is all white? All of their hairs are white. See? His hair is white. His hair? White. His hair? Well, you don't have to see, but it's white. White, 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 white. This guy is also white. Well, we'll see. Fatui Skirmisher Crowd Gunner Legionnaire. A soldier encased within a Fatui war machine. Encased. Armed with equipment that can control the elements to a certain extent, the guns are capable of firing jets of frost. Now this may confer elemental power beyond the ken of ordinary humans. That power may yet come at a price. Yeah, they're all using delusions. I don't think they can make it back home, guys. It has an gauntlet. It's cryo in its tank. And regular old fat boy. Yeah, white hair. They're all very old. Fatui Skirmisher, Geochanter Bracer. A skirmisher with the ability to generate a geo shield and defend their allies. Unlike the elite mages and agents, Fatui skirmishers are soldiers of lesser individual might, to complete their tasks and reduce losses in men and material. What the fuck? Is that how you spell material, Mihoyo? Fix that shit. Material? Material? God dang it. Their tactics are thus more reliant on teamwork. Yeah, they need protection. Again with the white hair. But they look very similar to the fire dudes. Very similar. Very, very similar. Just kind of reskinned in a different pose with a different weapon. That's about it. Same as these two, same as these two. Well, they don't have the same gauntlets, but you know, that's the weapon. Fatui Pyro Agent. A Fatui secret agent. The duty of a Fatui agent is to settle debts, but not only those of a monetary or goods in kind nature. They also ensure dues are paid when it comes to the principle of an eye for an eye. If there is one thing the Fatui are not known for, it is leniency, and whoever dares to oppose them will invoke the full force of their wrath. Oh, you don't see his hair, but I'm pretty sure it's white. It looks pretty cool. And the clothes they wear are similar to that of just normal Fatui diplomats. Yeah. Fatui Electrocyssin Mage. A Fatui mage who can command electrocyssins in battle. The origins and what they look like under that mask are both mysteries. Similar to the way that electrocyssins go crazy for mistgrass, Sissin mages take great pleasure in toying with their prey. Well, yeah, their hairs are green. But they must be using delusions as well. So I'm not sure. Maybe they have another effect or something? Or maybe they're not actually using delusions, who knows? Maybe these two don't use delusions. Or you can't tell. Because, oh, can't see his hair and her hair is green. Maybe she dyed it? Oh, sure, look at this. Hair is kind of white, so I guess you might use it. Use delusions. Fatui Cryo-Sissin Mage. Fatui Mage who commands Cryo-Sissins in battle. Their origins and what they look like under that mask are both mysteries. Reason dictates that those who lack visions should not be able to control the elements as these mages do. However, in addition to using Mistgrass to control the Cryo-Sissins, they also boldly wield the might of frost. Seeing them as they wander the land in their seemingly aimless way, one can't help but wonder about the duty that must compel them. To serve the Tsaritsa, of course. You know, why can't she just hand out, visions to all her Fatui agents? Why do they have to use delusions? Anyway, Mirror Maiden. A Fatui mage who can command the Hydro Mirror in battle. Her posture is highly dignified, as if she is one who worships a god. The Hydra Mirror she manipulates lures those enchanted by her to willingly fall into her illusion. Nothing seems to escape her ears. No one knows what those covered eyes have seen, nor what kind of obsession might be reflected in them. But by God, she's very nice. Oh boy. More look. Oh boy. Moving on. Ruin Guard, an ancient humanoid war machine. Legend has it that these machines were combat automatons created by a long-destroyed nation. They now wander ruins in ancient detritus, attacking and offending travelers. Research indicates that the Ruin Guards and the ruins they operate in do not originate from the same source, suggesting that there may be a difference of as much as several thousand years between them on the timeline. So why then do the Ruin Guards continue staying among these ruins, using their explosive firepower to protect the crumbling walls and broken tiles? Oh, when you actually look at it, they do look like hilichurls. 3 toes, 3 fingers and a thumb. But they're Cyclops. They only have 1 eye. Ruin Hunter, a giant alien-looking war machine. They even have Conrian script on them. Very nice. They are said to be remnants of a lost ancient nation. It seems that their creators opted to forego the low-performing humanoid design in pursuit of improved combat effectiveness. They're extremely dangerous both in melee and ranged combat. Considering these mere relics possess such extraordinary power, one cannot help but wonder what the civilization that produced them must have looked like at its height. Oh boy. Maybe it's just missing its legs, Ruin Grader, an ancient humanoid war machine. Their form is similar to that of the Ruin Guards, but is more distorted and more powerful. Energy cores that have been installed in both its legs as though to power its overly heavy form. Still, 3 toes, 3 fingers and a thumb. There's symbols on it. Not Condrian, I don't think. But yeah, still Cyclops. And it has a bunch of branches coming from it. Wonder if that's significant. They look like roots. Georoots. Probably something to do with Sumeru. Ruin Serpent, an ancient, bizarrely shaped autonomous machine. He said that this was heavy-duty engineering equipment left behind by a nation that has been destroyed. The gear systems on its head can grind its way through even the hardest bedrock. If this was the case, then carving out tunnels with which the forces of this nation might access the whole continent would have been a thing of great ease. Oh, wait. Did they attack Leo through the chasm? Is that why? Like inside the chasm? I think so. Because I don't think they were at the surface at all, because they were underground civilization. Yes. So they were never above ground at all. So you won't ever find Conria above ground. Well, anyway, moving on. Ruin Cruiser. Various bizarrely shaped machines that have taken different forms and functions to adapt to different goals. Legend has it they are war machines left behind by a nation that was already being destroyed. Compared to the more common ruin guards, their forms have greater value in the study of biomimesis. The inspiration for its decentralized design and combat modes seem to have come from honeybee colonies, rendering it able to change forms and to attack from different directions. Ruin Destroyer. Various bizarrely shaped machines that have taken different forms and functions to adapt to different goals. Legend has it that they are war machines left behind by a nation that has already been destroyed. Compared to more common ruin guards, the design has greater value in the study of biomimesis. Great giant crown composed of several parts looks like some sort of frightening plant. One wonders what one has to go through in order to design such a scary machine. It does look like a plant. Actually, it looks more like a... Wait a minute. Kind of looks like a... What are those plants called? The ones in the game. Shit. I'll come across it. Huh. Ruin Defender. Various bizarrely shaped machines have taken over on different goals, such as war machines. Common ruin guards designs great value studied by ISIS. Insect-like limbs are more agile than those of humanoid machines. The shield formed by its various components can resist any frontal attack. Yes, this piece of shit. This fucking shield. Ruin Scout. Various bizarre... yes. Destroy, compared to more commonly... exactly why the form and movements of certain deep-sea life forms are being imitated is not known. But either way, tangling with them is hardly the best idea. Regisvine! That's it. This thing looks like a fucking Regisvine. Yes. This thing looks like a jellyfish? This thing looks like a... I don't know. Some sort of insect, I suppose. A crab? No, not a crab. It has four legs. And then there's a perpetual mechanical array. Strange alien machine. They say that it is a war machine. Left behind by a nation has been destroyed, composed of several different. It can adapt to its combat environment and employ a variety of tactics. This machine, comprised of cubic shapes, is on some level very much like the elemental hypostases. Indeed. And some may say the hypostases are actually mechanical. And you can see there's the first field tiller in there. Well, actually, it's a smaller one, you know. Imagine if you shove a eye of the first field tiller into a hypostasis. By God. You know, how many hypostases are there? Should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I was about to say, you can gather each one of these cubes. And then you can shove one of those, the first field tiller into it and see what happens. Magu Kinky. Although I'm not sure if it will actually activate. Who knows. Because this thing is not powered by elements, it's powered by the Abyss. Magu Kinky. What is this? And disciplined. Mihoyo, fix your shit. It's a disciplined mechanical swordsman. Doesn't seem to have the ability nor will to speak, but instead only seeks to communicate with crossed swords. It is said that this machine was made using the memories of the first generation master of a certain sword school. Certain sword school, eh? However, it malfunctioned, lost control, and was ultimately discarded. Some sing that the machine spirit, oh my god, it's Warhammer 40k, still lingers in the place where its fate was ended. They also say that the vicious mask that serves as its guard was inspired by a famous Oni from that era. Oh, I don't know who that is, but it's mighty ugly. Suppose that's the point. Other human factions. It's a treasure hoarder scout. Remember the decentralized criminal organization that has footprints all over the continent and even deep within unknown domains. Theirs is a leadwork and trailing of targets. They usually wind up in criminal circles due to poverty or lack of education. They don't seem to have gotten any richer after choosing a life of crime. Poor life choices. Pyro Potioneer. Isn't that just a Molotov cocktail? Risk takers who utilize their knowledge of chemistry to mix volatile and flammable brews that aid in their comrades' dastardly deeds. Hydro Potioneer. They say that some treasure hoarder potioneers used to be charlatans who would wander villages, towns, and cities, hawking their special blends of elixirs, holy waters, and the like. These cure-alls certainly seem to serve better in combat than they ever did in chicanery. And not just a water bottle. Look at this! Bottled water! Electro Potioneer. Oh, this one's special. Potioneer is the nickname given to members of the treasure hoarder organization who know how to brew up dangerous chemicals. What? Did you think this treasure has adventurers guilds written all over it or something? A certain treasure hoarder, Potioneer, during a confrontation with adventurers. Was I there for that? I don't even know. Anyway. Cryo Potioneer. Cryo Potioneers are quite the welcome sight amongst the treasure hoarders due to their elixirs having the ability to rapidly cool things down. Even out in the wild where there are no mist flowers to be found, they can have some cold liquor to make merry with. Oh. That's the point of them being there? They can cool down your drinks? Okay, this is the handyman. These members do physical work and are lower on the pecking order. They are often laughed at for their physique, but when the gang comes under attack, they get a chance to show their unexpectedly high strength and agility. Piece of shit. Marksman. Though they are called marksmen, this name has an undercurrent of mockery to it, as they use crossbows instead of bows, which require a long period of training to use. It must be said that even hilichurls know how to operate a crossbow. Just point the wider end at the enemy, pull the trigger, and bam, that's all there is to it. Gravedigger. They say that we stand on the shoulders of giants, That means digging up the accumulated wealth of our forebears, taking them with us, and returning them to the economic cycle. What a noble endeavor, am I right? A certain treasure hoarder, gravedigger, while delving deep into a ruin. It's just these random quotes. It's a seaman. Stealing? What do you mean stealing? It's rediscovery, I tell you. The return of treasure to those who appreciate it. Makes everyone happy. To boot. How great is that, eh? A certain treasure hoarder, seaman. In response to a question posed by a doubtful recruit. So what's with the giant oar? Well, yeah, it's actually a normal sized oar, but still. Except for the other end, by God. How big is that butt? Yeah, he's the pugilist. Memorable. Passionate about battle and muscles, they're quite picky about food and will often boast of the benefits of having a fine musculature, leading to some dissatisfaction from their fellow treasure hoarders. Look how buff I am, and look how meek and weaselly you are. You should get strong like me. You can punch things and kick things so easily. Well, actually, they just punch. These motherfuckers kick. It's fucking annoying as shit. And Hammer Dude's a crusher. This person was originally a miner, one who, even with the allowance they were provided with after the closure of the chasm, ended up with the treasure hoarders for various reasons. Because they needed a job. They couldn't just sit on their ass. Is the Nobushi, Jintoban, samurai who have fallen into banditry. Though they are called the Nobushi, they do not have a centralized organization. Having pursued the path of a martial artist for a long time, they possess highly advanced sword skills, but no longer use them for good. Sometimes they even collude with the treasure hoarders, or fatui out of a greed for wealth, or simply to survive. That's a weird ass hat. A lot of wasted space up there. That was pretty cool. See some samurai armor, that's very nice. Big ass hands, of course, that's necessary. Oh, so you got all your toes. Ain't no hilichurl. Nobushi Hitsugeban. Samurai of Nobushi not only possess highly advanced sword skills, but can also carry out flame powder attacks using the elements. Objectively speaking, perhaps this method of winning goes against the path of a martial artist. Sometimes they even collude with the treasure hoarders of Tui out of greed or wealth or simply to survive. Keep hiding in their eyes. Kikoban. They possess highly advanced sword skills and also use crossbows to ambush opponents, using any means to win. Those who have abandoned the title of martial artists often abandon their dignity as well. Sometimes they even collude with treasure hoarders of Fatui out of greed or wealth, or simply to survive. Well, they can shoot 3 bolts without reloading, by God. They must have an auto crossbow or something. Kairagi, fiery might. Samurai who have fallen into banditry, they practice martial arts since they were young, but lost the opportunity to serve the people due to certain reasons, and turned from the righteous path. Their blades' edges are not cold, like ordinary steel, but instead burn with a bitter flame. They seem to have used paper seals, creating from a lost Kamuna art, to set their blades afire. Kamuna art. That sounds familiar. Kamuna art. Kairagi, dancing thunder. They possess highly advanced martial arts skills, but found no use for them for various reasons. Out of desperation, they have fallen onto the path of evil. They use paper seals created from common art that has been lost for centuries to infuse their blades with the power of lightning. Common art? I don't remember where I heard that from. Oh yeah, gotta spin him around. Yeah, there you go. There he is. Okay, we're almost done. Throat's killing me. Pyro Whopperflower. A mimetic plant monster that attacks without warning and uses pyro to hunt its prey. The world of Teyvat plays host to plants infused with the elements. Having gained a measure of intellect, their nutritional needs have also greatly increased. Yes, but what do they taste like? Yeah, that's the thing. Maybe Xiangling will know. See these fruits? Maybe they're specters, you know? Or if a Whopperflower grows big enough, they might be specters. You don't know. Can't see the top of it. Can't see can't see its brain. Electro Whopperflower. They use electro to attack their prey. When fully charged with electro energy, they can unleash a strong electric current from their crowns. As such, some researchers have tried to apply them in other areas. Really? You use Whopperflowers but won't use fucking slimes? You son of a bitch. Cryo Whopperflower. These plants lurk under the surface and ambush unsuspecting prey. With the passage of years, sufficient nutrition, and the right environment, it could even take root somewhere and grow into a giant cryoregisvine. Ah. So these can grow into regisvines after a while. Okay. Very cool. Pyroregisvine, a giant vine that has absorbed the ancient flame and rages within the ley lines. It is restless, as if filled with endless fury. Poets, bards, and even some academics believe that elements also contain emotions and hopes. If this is true, then one can only wonder what emotions cause the pyroregisvine to burn eternally, writhing like one longing to be free of the confines of the earth. Maybe he just wants to grow some legs and walk around. Maybe I wish it was like a Whopperflower that can just, I don't know how Whopperflowers travel about, but maybe he wants to be a Whopperflower again. Who knows? Who knows? So, Whopperflowers grow into regisvines, and regisvines can grow into something even bigger. I wonder what that will be. Something that can spawn specters? Cryoregisvine. Muscles formed from a vine was imbued with the essence of biting frost within the ley lines. Some studies suggest that plants are like the organs of the world, harmonizing the turbulent elemental energies of the ley lines. Concrete examples of this phenomena are mistflowers, whopperflowers, and the like, which brim over with elemental energy. In certain circumstances, certain plants would turn into creatures of monstrous size and intent, such as the cryoregisvine, in the course of many years. Well, there you go. Geovishap hatchling. A young Vishap with a hard geoexoskeleton. Vishaps are exceptionally agile creatures that one would be wise not to underestimate in battle. Experts from Sumeru academia believe that they become dragons when fully grown. By avoiding predators and natural disasters, perhaps they can even live long enough to become formidable beasts that reign over entire mountains. Kind of like Ashtaha. But Ashtaha never started off as a little hatchling. Ashtaha was just Ashtaha. Geovishap. A mature Geovishap. It is said that after many years have passed, Geovishap hatchlings will shed the armor that originally protected them and become Geovishaps. However, these two and the older greater Geovishapes have spent many years hibernating under the mountains, and have only emerged and become active in recent times. As such, none can personally attest to having witnessed or recorded such a thing in person. Maybe, but... Oh wait, it's just Geobishops. I was thinking about Enconomia, but they have the elemental Bishops, which are different from Geobishops. Okay, Primal Geobishop. After many years, the awesomely powerful Primal Geobishops grew accustomed to changes in their elemental environment. Folktales hold that after the great draconic calamity that led to the ruination of Chiangchu Valley, the overlord of the Geobishops and Primal Geobishops was imprisoned deep beneath the earth, and so too did they burrow into deep and unseen places, awaiting their chance to rise once more. Maybe one can grow strong enough to rival Ashtaha. Who knows? Primordial Bathysmal Vishap. A Vishap that dwells deep beneath the oceans. They were once the dominant race in the depths, and indeed dragons were the overlords of the whole world in an even earlier age. But their former 7 sovereigns were defeated by a power from the heavens, withering one by one. Ah yes, it was ruled by 7 dragons. And now there are 7 archons. Yeah. Rhyme Biter Bathysmal Bishop. A bishop that dwells deep beneath the oceans due to certain social adaptations in a manifested form aligned with the cryo element. The coming of humans sparked a conflict and a resultant revolution within the Bathysmal bishops. Just as ants might divide up labor and biological characteristics, thus appearing in different forms, these bishops are stronger than their ordinary kin. Sure. Bolt Eater Bathysmal Bishop. A bishop that dwells deep beneath the oceans due to certain social adaptations manifested a form aligned with the electron element. Following the fading of the 7 sovereigns' power, a new generation of sovereigns is presently being born. But now that the Bathysmal bishops have evolved in this manner, they have lost their purity. As such, the Dragon of Water will no longer be born from among their ranks. Prophecy holds that the new Dragon of Water will definitely descend in the form of a human. Oh. What? Whose prophecy? And who's this human? Okay. Hydrocyssin. Oh, these motherfuckers. Little creatures that can ever so slightly manipulate Hydro. They and other creatures are known collectively as Sissins, and they truly adore the rare and wonderful Mistgrass plant. It is by exploiting this relationship the Fatui mages have sought to commandeer Sissins in battle. So, they put Mistgrass into their little lanterns, I guess. Little creatures that can ever so slightly manipulate Electro. They and other creatures are also known collectively as Sissins, and though they are individually weak, they can cause significant damage under the right circumstances. Kind of like bees. Hornets. Cryo-Sissins. Little creatures can ever so slightly manipulate Cryo. And other creatures are known collectively as Sissins. They are individually very weak, but are precisely controlled. Precisely because they are weak, they have evolved unique methods of movement that allow them to avoid predators. Okay, these motherfuckers. Floating hydrofungus. Spore organism of some intelligence. They possess extreme adaptability. Is said they taste awful. However, such fungi have lots of moisture within them, and so can be used as an emergency water source. But I thought it's harmful to the human body. Oh well. Well, we're getting to the media stuff. Oh, really meaty. One of the four winds of Mondstadt, Dvalin, the dragon of the east. With the passage of long years and amid boundless darkness, even the purest gem will become dulled by dust. Even the noble dragon might be corrupted and cankered by hatred. But never forget that dust can be wiped away, and the power of doubt and poison can be shattered. Fly freely in the sky, just like you did in those days, when we met, when I walked upon this land and sang the songs of the wind. And you soared on high, looking down on the world from above. Today, the sky is no longer swept by wind and snow. The green grass grows all over the earth, and it is beautiful. If you too could walk the earth and listen to the songs of shepherds, and the scattered sound of wind chimes in the distance, if you could have tasted wine as sweet as honey, you would understand how wonderful it would have been if you were as I, witnessing your noble form, a noble beautiful form, as you soared through the blue sky. Then you would know that this sky and this earth are both things worth fighting for. So that's what motivates Venti, I guess. Because of Dvalin and the sky and the land and stuff. Now what? Lupus Arboreus, dominator of wolves. Ah, very short. The noblest and greatest of souls, who watches over the lupicle of wolvendom. When the wolf pack is imperiled, it will emerge in the form of a wolf and show forth its fangs and claws. In the form of a wolf? Maybe it was never a wolf to begin with. The wolves of wolvendom are frightening phantoms to the people of Mondstadt. Phantoms? A blurred shape flashing through the forest and chilling howl in the indeterminate distance. A creeping sense of eyes constantly nailed to their backs. Humans rarely have the opportunity to lock their eyes with a wolf. Well, this is the law Lupus Boreas laid down for its race. Oh, so that's why you never see any wolves. Because that's the law you put down. Hey, the law for the law. Very good. But yeah, I guess this means that Lupus Boreas might have appeared in a different form. Child, Tartaglia, 11th of the Fatui Harbingers. He draws power from the ominous delusion he possesses, and fights using martial arts that he learned in the land of darkness. The Abyss, of course. Look at this cape. My god. Semi-transparent. He is a pure warrior with an insatiable lust for battle. Each bloody conflict, each life and death struggle is a delightful trial to him. People say that the young child is famed throughout the land for his battle prowess, though he has never taken big talk of this kind to heart. After all, you shall ever be the eye of the storm, and the clashing of steel shall ever accompany you. The pitch-black memory of stepping into uttermost darkness shall at last become the strength by which you will overturn this world. Well, there you go. Why isn't he spear with him? Ashtaha. Oh, he's animated. Look at his eyes. It's animated. No one is animated. I mean, no one. It's just Ashtaha's eyes are animated. Why? Why is it animated? And what does it mean that 40 at the bottom? What does that mean? Oh, it's how many I just killed. Okay. An enormous dragon, as ancient as the mountains themselves, in an age that has all but faded from memory. He stood shoulder to shoulder with one who ruled over a harbor of stone. But in the end, the two came into conflict, and the dragon was banished to a dark place deep underground. Over the long years of his imprisonment, his power has slowly dissipated. He has also become disfigured from the various kinds of erosion he has been subjected to. The faint rattling of this dragon lord's shackles and his deep angry growl echo through the bowels of the mountains like memories of a bygone era. Yeah, the Ash the Hub we're fighting right now is a much weaker version of what he used to be. And I don't think he actually looked like this. He looked a lot different. Guess he eroded. You can see the armor plating, the golden spines on him. Kind of broken. Even though it's, symmetrical on either side. But it's meant to be different. It's golden armor. I guess it's geo armor. Well, yeah, his fucking eyes are animated. That's sick. Yeah, it's just him. No one else. La Signora. Signora. The eighth of the Fatui Harbingers. Unlike other Fatui who use the authority granted by delusions, her delusion is meant to shackle a flame that will devour everything. As opposed to a weapon used to kill, it might be more fitting to consider this a tool of imprisonment. And it was the embers of that flame, which had accumulated over many long years, that would break through the frosty seal of the delusion and apply a warped rouge upon her. The crimson dawn has reflected in her pupils, and at last she unfolded her flaming wings and flew towards the light. But that light is not the dawn, dear Rosaline. That is the sea of flame that will consume everything. A voice spoke to her amidst the light. Yet it mattered not, for she knew in her heart that the flames had devoured her long ago. Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to hear I'd like to do like a character story thing for her. Just to know her story a bit better. Magatsu Mitake Narukami no Makoto. Alright, Kujo-Sara. This is the form that the puppet that inherited the Raiden Shogun's authority takes when she is opposing those who threaten eternity. As the Raiden Shogun's assistant in pursuing eternity, she has never doubted, never felt fear, never given anything less than her best, never been disturbed by idle thoughts. She once heard about how A had shouldered a similar duty when Makoto was also present, suffering much agonizing loss in the process. When the two shadows overlapped once more, however, she could only see the countless fine fractures in what should have been her eternal will, since fate is destined for cyclicality. Cyclicality. She must fulfill her promise and declare war on her. Mine is the most supreme and noble form. Power over the realm has been invested within me, and I am the essence of all, that is, the Raiden Shogun. Naturally, I have also inherited the pain of A's countless losses, and her will to attain eternity. Resolve, valor, love, hate, they will all twist in the river of time, but the rules will never change. She really loves the rules, huh? I can see what the hands are holding. It's holding one of those things. I think that's the move she does in the end, where you gotta do skip rope. Yeah, and the two hands are just useless, I guess. Yeah, I read through it all except for this. And unlock this archive entry by hunting or discovering the appropriate animal. What? Oh no, look. They have fucking nets next to them. Shit. Oh, there's a fish I haven't gotten. That's not good. Another fish. Yeah. On all these. You know, I wonder if I can catch a bucket tanuki. Probably can't. But there are birds that I don't know of yet, which are strange. Yeah. Guess I'm gonna kill more Timmy's birds or something. Does it show nets next to ones that I haven't caught? Is that it? I think so. So this one you can't catch. And you can't catch the hoarder ones. Catch the other weasels. Can't catch fish. Catch crystal flies. So this thing has... I know I got those. So I'm not sure why it still has the nets. Or maybe it just shows the nets because you can catch them with nets. Right. Oh, you can't catch this with a net? I guess I bought them then. Yeah. Oh well, so I'm gonna read and my throat's killing me. Have you guys enjoyed? Does Ningguang want to say something?
こんにちは。何か私に相談でも？
Oh, how do you like it here?
ええ。ここは環境も快適で、落ち着いて物事を考えられるわ。そう。まるで軍玉閣にいた時のように。
Nah, this can't be as good as the Jade Chamber.
誤解しないで。
No.
場所の良し悪しを規模や見た目で判断してはならない。あなたがここにつぎ込んだ思い。私が昔軍玉閣を建造した頃を思い出すの。言い換えればここはあなたの軍玉閣とも言えるわね。
Doesn't cost nearly as much.
こんにちは。何か私に
Let's have a chat.
お話何か商業に関する質問でもあるのかしら。
Not commercial. No. Just a simple chat.
面白いわね。富豪の商人たちは皆私と食事するために必死に手段を考えているというのに、あなたと来たら私と気軽におしゃべりがしたいだなんて言い出すのね。
I don't think I can afford the dinners they're buying. Well, actually, I can, but we can talk about anything you like.
やっぱりあなたは他の人と違うわね。
I see for who you are.
彼らからの贈り物はどれも豪華なものばかり。
Yeah, that's right. And you're gonna give me the gifts.
でもそれらはすべて私から商業界の動向を聞き出す手段でしかない。だからこそあなたと気軽に話をすることは私にとって贅沢な時間なの。どんなにモラを積まれても変えがたいもの。だからもう少し私と一緒にいてちょうだい。あなたにとって気軽に話せる話題でもいいから。 こんにちは。何か私に
Anything you like to do?
ええ、実はあることをずっと計画してるの。
You want a
も
simple
し今
dinner?
度また大きな決断をする場面があったら、私と一緒に来てくれないかしら。
They study the thinking behind policy making.
いいえ、私はあなたに意思決定に参加してもらいたいと思っているの。
I guess I can rise to the challenge. Sure.
ええ、あなたのそういうところ好きよ。商業界は戦と同じなの。決定を下すために必要なのはそういった自信と決断
I
力。
am very decisive.
あなたが旅の中で培った知識は先見の明をもたらすことができると思うわ。
I'll give it my all.
ええ、信じているわ。そうだ、意思決定をした後は私の代わりにあの壁の資料を粉々にしてもいいわよ。商業界を揺るがす粉雪。今度はあなたが降らせてちょうだい。
Yeah, you could always just burn the paper. What do you have to tease the people down there so much? So you look, some paper, snowstorm. Some paper raining from the sky that's worth a million more each. It's like, oh. What? Where'd it go? Yeah. Well, anyway, that has to be all, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
急がなくてもいいのよ。
Next one might be... I don't know, there might be something coming out next time. When's 2.8? $20,000 more? No fucking thanks.
この世を渡り歩くにはより多くの身分を持った方が便利なの。君にもいくつか作ってあげようか。
Yeah, who cares? Yeah. Guess I'll see you next time. Might be more audible. I could read about animals. I could hunt them down first. Read them down. Read them out. But this session was pretty interesting. Learned a bit of stuff. Don't know if it's useful or not, but I learned it, and it's there. So yeah, catch you guys in the next one. Beach. Here's a nice view. If it weren't for that fucking hilly trail thing there, but you know, maybe I'll replace it with some more Inazuma stuff. I just gotta get the sets ready. Alright, Peach.